This week, I'm going to be talking about NoViolet Bulawayo's We Need New Names. I'm actually not going to be talking. I'm going to read a snippet for you from this book. I'm actually going to read this chapter called How They Live, just so you can see how awesome of a writer she is. She knows it. She's a Penn Hemingway winner and a finalist for the Man Booker Prize Award. So this book, definitely a good read. Required reading. Here we go. We were going to America. In the footsteps of those looted black sons and daughters, we were going, yes, we were going. And when we got to America, we took our dreams, looked at them tenderly as if they were newly born children, and put them away. We would not be pursuing them. We would never be the things we had wanted to be: doctors, lawyers, teachers, engineers. No school for us. Not even our visas were, even though our visas were school visas. We knew we did not have the money for school to begin with, but we had applied for school visas because that was the only way out. Instead of going to school, we worked. Our social security cards said valid for work only with INS authorization, but we gritted our teeth and broke the law and worked. What else could we do? What could we have done? What could anybody have done? And because we were breaking the law, we dropped our heads in shame. We had never broken any laws before. We dropped our heads because we were no longer people. We were now illegals. When they debated what to do with illegals, we stopped breathing, stopped laughing, stopped everything, and listened. We heard exporting America, broken borders, war on the middle class, invasion, deportation, illegals. We bit our tongues till we tasted blood, sat tensely on one butt cheek, afraid to sit on both, because how can you sit properly when you don't know about your tomorrow? And because we were illegal and afraid to be discovered, we mostly kept ourselves stuck to our kind and shied away from those who were not like us. We did not know what they would think of us, what they would do about us. We did not want their wrath. We did not want their curiosity. We did not want their attention. We did not meet stares, and we avoided gazes. We hid our real names, gave false ones when asked. We built mountains. We built mountains between us and them. We dug rivers, we planted thorns. We had paid so much to be in America, and we did not want to lose it all. When they talked about employers checking on workers, our hearts sank. We recalled the tatters of our country left behind, barely held together by American dollars, by monies from other countries, and our blood went cold. And when at work, they asked us for our papers, we scurried like startled hens and flocked to unwanted jobs where we met the others, many others with names like myths, names like puzzles, names we had never heard before. Virgilio, Balamugathan, Fahim, Abdullah Rahman, Aziz, Bakon, Daihun, Osman, Kitmatsu. When it was hard to say the many strange names, we called them by their countries. So how on earth do you do this, Sri Lanka? Mexico, are you coming or what? Is it really true you sold a kidney to come to America, India? Guys, just give Chaka Zulu a break. The guy's old, I just keep saying. We know you despise this job, Sudan, but deal with it, man. Come, Ethiopia. Move. Israel, Kazakhstan, Niger, brothers, let's go. The others spoke languages we did not know, worshipped different gods, ate what we did not dare touch, but like us, they had left their homelands behind. They flipped open their wallets to show us faded photographs of mothers whose faces bore the same creases of worry as our very own mothers, siblings bleak-eyed with dreams unfulfilled like those of our own, fathers forlorn and defeated like ours. We had never seen their countries, but we knew everything in those pictures, and we were altogether strangers. And the jobs we worked, Jesus, the jobs we worked, low-paying jobs, back-breaking jobs, jobs that gnawed at the bones of our dignity, devoured the meat, tongued the marrow. We took scalding irons and ironed our pride flat. We cleaned toilets, we picked tobacco and fruit under the boiling sun, until we hung our tongues and panted like those lost hounds. We butchered animals, slit throats, drained blood. We worked with dangerous machines, holding our breath like crocodiles underwater, our minds on the money and never on our lives. Amadou got murdered by that beast of a machine that also ate 3 fingers of Sudan's left hand. We cut ourselves working on meat. We got skin diseases. We inhaled bad smells until our lungs thundered. Ecuador fell 40 stories working on a roof and shattered his spine, screaming, "Mijos," on his way down. We got sick, but we did not go to hospitals, could not go to hospitals. We swallowed every pain like a bitter pill, drank every fear like a love potion, and we worked and worked. Every 2 weeks, we got our paychecks and sent monies back home by Western Union and MoneyGram. We bought food and clothes for the families left behind. We paid school fees for the little ones. We got messages that said hunger, that said help, that said kunzima, and we sent money. When we were asked, you guys work so hard, why do y'all work so hard? We smiled. And every so often, we listened over the phone to the voices of our parents and elders, shy voices telling us what was needed. They had long since ceased to be providers for us. We were now their parents. Our extended families sent requests, and we worked like donkeys, worked like slaves, worked like madmen. When we hesitated, they said, we want America, where everybody has money. We see it all on TV. Please don't deny us. Madoda, Hukomana, how we worked. We had never seen such a big monster of a country. It was like there were many countries in it: Michigan, Texas, New York, Atlanta, Ohio, Kansas, D.C., California, and so many others. We went to places and took lots of pictures and sent them home so they could see us in America. We took pictures outside the White House. We took pictures leaning against Lady Liberty as if she were our grandmother. We took pictures at the Niagara Falls, at the Times Square. We took pictures with dolphins in Florida. Took pictures at the Grand Canyon. We went everywhere and took pictures and sent them home, showing off a country that would never be ours. Ladies and gentlemen, We Need New Names by NoViolet Bulawayo. Get your copy.